The date and timestamp indicating when a post was created is designed to be readily visible. This information is typically located directly underneath the title of the post itself. The standard format employed displays the word posted on followed by the specific date and then the precise time at which the post was made. If this date and timestamp is not appearing as expected, there are several troubleshooting steps that can be taken to resolve the issue. Firstly, the simplest solution is often the most effective. Try refreshing the web page. This can be done by pressing the F5 key on the keyboard or by clicking the refresh button in the browser's toolbar. Refreshing the page forces the browser to reload the content from the server, which can resolve temporary glitches that may be preventing the date and timestamp from displaying properly. Secondly, if refreshing the page does not solve the problem, the issue may be related to the browser's cache. The cache is a storage area where the browser saves copies of web pages, images, and other files to speed up the loading process when the same page is visited again. However, sometimes the cached files can become corrupted or outdated, which can cause display problems. To clear the browser's cache, the steps will vary slightly depending on the browser being used. In Google Chrome, for instance, one can click on the three dots in the upper right corner of the browser window, then select More Tools and then Clear Browsing Data. In the dialog box that appears, make sure that the cached images and files option is checked and then click the Clear Data button. In Mozilla Firefox, one can click on the three horizontal lines in the upper right corner of the browser window, then select Options, then Privacy and Security, and then click the Clear Data button in the Cookies and Site Data section. Make sure that the Cache Web Content option is checked and then click the Clear button. In Microsoft Edge, click on the three dots in the upper right corner of the browser window, then select Settings, then Privacy, Search, and Services, and then click the Choose What to Clear button under the Clear Browsing Data section. Make sure that the cached images and files option is checked and then click the Clear Now button. After clearing the browser's cache, close and reopen the browser and then revisit the page to see if the date and timestamp is now visible. Thirdly, in rare cases, browser extensions or add-ons can interfere with the display of web page element. If the above steps have not resolved the issue, try disabling any browser extensions that are installed to see if that makes a difference. To disable extensions in Google Chrome, click on the three dots in the upper right corner of the browser window, then select More Tools and then Extensions. This will open a page that lists all of the installed extensions. Click the toggle switch next to each extension to disable it. After disabling the extensions, refresh the page to see if the date and timestamp is now visible. If disabling all of the extensions resolves the issue, then the next step is to re-enable the extensions one at a time to identify which extension is causing the conflict. Once the problematic extension has been identified, it can be either uninstalled or disabled permanently. Fourthly, it's important to ensure that the browser itself is up to date. Outdated browsers can sometimes have compatibility issues with newer websites, which can cause display problems. To update Google Chrome, click on the three dots in the upper right corner of the browser window, then select Help and then About Google Chrome. Chrome will automatically check for updates and install them if any are available. To update Mozilla Firefox, click on the three horizontal lines in the upper right corner of the browser window, then select Help and then About Firefox. Firefox will automatically check for updates and install them if any are available. To update Microsoft Edge, click on the three dots in the upper right corner of the browser window, then select Help and Feedback and then About Microsoft Edge. Edge will automatically check for updates and install them if any are available. After updating the browser, restart the browser and then revisit the page to see if the date and timestamp is now visible. Fifthly, in some situations, the problem may be related to the website itself. If the website is experiencing technical difficulties, it may not be able to display the date and timestamp correctly. In this case, there is not much that can be done except to wait for the website to resolve the issue. It can be helpful to check the website status page or social media accounts to see if there are any announcements about known issues. Sixthly, if none of the above steps resolve the issue, it is possible that there is a problem with the device being used to access the website. Try accessing the website from a different device, such as a smartphone, tablet, or another computer, to see if the date and timestamp is visible on that device. If the date and timestamp is visible on another device, then the problem is likely related to the original device. In this case, it may be necessary to troubleshoot the device further or to contact technical support for assistance. Seventhly, if all other troubleshooting steps have failed, then it is possible that there is a problem with the website's code or configuration. In this case, the best course of action is to contact the website's support team for further assistance. The support team will be able to investigate the issue and determine if there is a problem with the website that needs to be fixed. When contacting the support team, be sure to provide as much detail as possible about the problem, including the browser being used, the device being used, and any troubleshooting steps that have already been taken. This will help the support team to diagnose a problem more quickly and efficiently. In summary, if the date and timestamp is not visible in the post, there are several troubleshooting steps that can be taken to resolve the issue. These steps include: firstly, refreshing the page; secondly, clearing the browser's cache; thirdly, disabling browser extensions; fourthly, updating the browser; fifthly, checking the website's status; sixthly, trying a different device; and seventhly, contacting the website's support team. By following these steps, it should be possible to identify and resolve the issue and to get the date and timestamp displaying correctly.